When people find out I'm a corporate speaker, they get all excited. They're like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. You get to travel all over the place and stay in fancy hotels and this and that. You know, the truth is, it's kind of like a postcard. When you see a postcard from a specific place, it's that little 4x6 box, and in that is the exact image that that place wants to convey. They don't show you what's outside of the postcard, what's beyond it, which can sometimes be good, bad, or a combination of. So today, in this episode, I'm going to show you what's beyond the postcard. Speaking of which, it's time to go. Did I mention where I am, by the way? Regina, Saskatchewan. Look it up. I am in Regina. So I'm here at the conference center and I called my contact and no one answered, so I'm just kind of wandering around trying to find where this place is, sort of get myself checked in with them, and ideally do a sound check, but that usually doesn't happen the day before. These AV guys are slow to set up, so I don't really know exactly what I'm going to be doing right now or for the next few hours, but I'm going to try to look around and see, well, maybe she can help me out. So I managed to get in touch with the client, and they're in a meeting and can't see me until 5:30, which is another hour and a half from now. So I can either hang out in my room or I can explore downtown Regina, Saskatchewan. Well, let's go exploring. This has got to be one of the quietest downtown cores I've ever seen, but at least it's clean. All right, so it's 5:30 and I was supposed to meet the client out here, but she got called into another meeting and I'm just here waiting for her to finish up. So I'm just waiting here for an indefinite amount of time for the client. That's how it goes sometimes. Couldn't find the client. But I did find someone from the hotel who is going to help me get in touch with the AV people to do a sound check. But what's interesting is, what you see behind me is is the hall, which, as you can see, is far from ready for tomorrow. No AV people, no nothing at this point, and the show starts at 7 a.m. I'm on at 3, so there's going to be no chance for me to do a sound check anytime tomorrow, unless I come in like super early at like 5 or 6, which I don't think they're going to be ready for, or I may have to do something late tonight. Not sure. Okay, so the room has changed. It's actually in this room now, and they've got the audio video set up, but I discovered that the AV company is not running the laptop. The client's bringing the laptop, so now there might be some issues with that. So I have to redo my my PowerPoint. I have to make some changes to it so that it'll be compatible with their laptop, which I think is using an older version of PowerPoint. So I got to take 2 presentations, put them into one big file, put in my audio intro in that, and kind of make it all work. And then I don't have to show up very early tomorrow to do the check, but I am going to have to show up, I don't know, probably around lunchtime or something when they're out, plug everything in, do sound check, and hope it works. So Now it's upstairs to combine these files and then out for dinner by myself. Yeah. So I'm back in the hotel room. Just got back from dinner. It is about 9:30 Central Time. 9:30 Central Time, which makes it about 11:30 Eastern, which is what I'm used to. And the day's really starting to catch up to me. Even though I was sort of able to relax and walk around, the fact is, flying 3.5 hours and then coming in and running around looking for clients and doing sound checks and having to, redo PowerPoint presentations and all this other stuff, it's pretty exhausting. So I got to get a good night's sleep. Tomorrow's the presentation, which starts at 3. It's a 2-hour presentation from 3 to 5. I don't know what I was thinking signing up for that. But anyway, I hope to sleep in. I should be able to sleep in. And then I've got the day to do whatever, which is kind of weird because this city is so small. I pretty much did everything in about an hour and a half this afternoon. So tomorrow's going to be an interesting day. But right now it is time for bed. I'm exhausted. Yeah. Okay, so it's day 2. It's 9 o'clock Central Time here in Saskatchewan, and I'm going to go down, have some breakfast. This is one of those odd days that I get to sleep in. Usually I'm the opening keynote and I got to be down at like 6:30 or 7. But today I'm not until 3. So I'm going to go down, have some breakfast. Then I got a few hours to kill. Then I got to stop in to see the client at lunchtime to upload my presentation to her laptop. Then I have a couple more hours to kill. And then I'm on at 3 till 5. And then at 5, they're basically kicking me out of here, and I got a beeline for the airport and head home. So, yeah, that's the day. I'll see you in a little bit. It is almost 12 o'clock, and I've basically been sitting around doing nothing for the last hour. I got the presentations all tweaked and everything, and just waiting for the client or the group to leave for lunch, and then I'm going in, upload the presentation and kind of tweak it and make sure the sound check is good and all that. And then I'm presenting at 3, so I'm not really sure what I'm doing from 12 to 3. I might join these guys for lunch if I'm invited. If not, I guess I have 3 hours to kill. And let me tell you, I am so bored, it hurts. Almost 2 o'clock, and I've been getting reacquainted with downtown Regina. Getting really bored here, not a lot to do. I'm on in about an hour, so I'm gonna head back to the hotel and change, just relax for a little bit, and then showtime. It's 20 after 2. Took a little nap. Time to get dressed, head on down. Now for me, getting dressed isn't just putting on a suit and tie. No, I got a ritual. And I got very specific clothes that I wear because my belief is that I'm not just putting on a presentation, I'm putting on a show. Okay, so let me show you what I like to wear when I present. I kind of have like a uniform. I mean, not really a uniform, but yeah, I guess you could say a uniform. Very specific clothes I like to wear. So let me just flip this around here and I'm going to show you. Hold on. So these are the clothes I'm going to be wearing for the presentation, and they're kind of the clothes I wear more or less for every presentation. I like to have a certain look. So we're going to start with the sneakers here. These are classic Adidas. These are really cool. I just like to wear these for every presentation. That's it, no matter what. Then let's move on to the pants here. The pants, I don't know if you can tell, but these are kind of a shiny pant. It's like they're coated with some kind of cool plasticky stuff, and they got some really cool stitching. So those are the pants of choice, and funky pants deserve a funky belt. So there you go. This belt, these pants, good combination. As for the shirt, I like to buy shirts that have the buttons down the front. Makes it easier to clip in a lavalier mic. And I also like to get shirts that you can't typically find in your everyday store. I like to go with shirts that kind of have a cool look, a lot of embroidery. Out here in Saskatchewan, they're pretty relaxed. There's a pretty relaxed event So the whole Western look and stuff is, it works. It works for them. So there you go. Going on in a couple minutes. Am I nervous? Yeah. Am I always nervous? Yeah. Doesn't matter how many times I do this or how well I know my material. I am always really, really in bad shape before I go on. I don't know. I don't know if it's a bad thing because that nervousness disappears as soon as I hit the stage, but between now and when I hit the stage, it's bad, man. Let me tell you, really bad. Just wrapped up 2 hours of speaking. The client loved it. The audience loved it. They were a great audience. Everything went great. And now I got to grab my stuff, change, beeline for the airport, and I will be back home probably around midnight tonight. So the hotel let me change in a room, which is actually really nice. In many situations, I've had to change in the washroom. So it's really nice. They gave me a room, and heading back down, I should have a taxi waiting for me. Then it's off to the airport. Hopefully I'll be able to grab something to eat because I'm totally hungry, totally exhausted, insanely sweaty. I feel like I just worked out, but that's all par for the course. At the end of the day, the client loved the presentation, which is important, and I am heading home whenever this elevator comes. They called me a cab, but someone took it. So my flight leaves in 45 minutes, takes 15 minutes to get to the airport, and here I am waiting for a cab. So I am back home. It's late, I'm tired, but I hope you got to see kind of beyond the postcard. That, you know, there are some really cool aspects to being a corporate speaker, but it's a lot of work, some long days, some boring times, but you know what, it's pretty cool, and I personally wouldn't trade it for anything, but you got to decide if it's right for you. So with that, I am insanely exhausted. I'm going to bed in my own bed, and I'll catch you next time. See ya.